So hello and welcome to a new video. We are driving, we have beautiful weather outside. It's warm, it's getting warm, and we are happy to have air condition. Just one thing, we already had the video done more or less.
Fucked up.
But Sebastian just fucked up, or we have to beep it because he just had, it's called time lapse, I think.
Now slow motion.
Slow motion. Slow motion
time lapse
is a different thing, the other way around. Yeah. So slow motion video without any sound, and we had to make it new. But I don't mind. We drive a very nice car. We have our first conversion of this type. It's an NC. It was a 2-liter Duratec stock with a 6-speed and a stock transmission, stock differential, stock rear end. And now we have a 2.5-liter Duratec inside. And the car's driving very well. It has so much torque. We have 280 Newton meters at 3,000 RPM, and around 7,000 I think we have 231 horsepower at the flywheel, and it's feeling so great.
I looked it up for the American guys. That's around about 200 horsepower wheel
horsepower. Okay, so car feels pretty beefy, and the engine is just like muscle. Sounds a bit strange. 2.5 liter is not like a V8 big block or whatever, but it's not typical in an NC, and it's not typical for an NC to have that torque in that low RPM, and it's instantly there.
Yeah, and it fits the chassis very well.
Yeah, and if you look into the engine bay, we will do that later, it nearly looks like stock, and that's just great. I love it. So just two technical things I have to mention. The car or the engine is not like the just stock Duratec 2.5 liter swapped in and that's it, tuning and nothing else. It's also, we have a full exhaust system installed, so it's our race header with catalytic converter, and we have our Group A 2.5-inch exhaust afterwards, so everything's changed, and we have a Gieselwerks intake manifold and our stage 1 camshaft. And this is necessary to have the car to get the engine that revvy, because otherwise we would just have the torque in low RPMs, but the engine would not want to rev into high RPM, and we would not gain that horsepower and not that character, which is very important for a sporty, naturally aspirated car. So the package is just feels perfect for the car. Just so beefy, so
it just wants to go.
Yeah, it just wants to go. Also, the sound is very nice.
Yeah,
it's not too loud inside, and the car is I think the most coolest thing, or the coolest thing, the coolest thing. The car is fully daily usable. It's not too loud. It's driving like stock. We did it with the stock ECU, so no aftermarket ECU. Cold start, warm start, idling, the throttle responsibility. Everything is like stock and feels very well. So you can drive it as a daily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we switched to the point where we just do some acceleration on some pretty flat street to get an idea how the car accelerates. Yeah. To the rest of the car, technical side, this is a car from Fabian. We just installed a 309mm stop take big brake kit on the front with some normal, I think there are StopTech or Terox discs in the rear with some standard pads. I'm not too sure.
One of the last ones.
Yeah, that's true. We also have a KW V3 coilover installed, and the car got completely new bushings everywhere. So from suspension wise, so handling feels pretty well. The only bad thing for today, we do not have summer tires, we have winter tires, so just cornering around is a bit of a problem, but acceleration is no big deal. Oh, the car drives so well.
Yeah.
And you just can drive around. We're now in a city or a small village, driving on the street. It's not noisy. It's daily usable.
It's perfect.
So there we come to the point that we are at the end of the village and we can accelerate.
Yeah.
So let's say let's do that. We go into second gear. So, and we start. Power. That feels so great. It's just, There's one thing we thought about. We also offering like turbo conversion for the 1.8 liter, and I thought about the specs we have here from the engine are like nearly the same to a 1.0 liter turbo. So if you have like a stock 1.8 liter NC and you think about swapping to or make a conversion to a turbo or swap into 2.5 liter, there's we looked onto the price of our performance package. So what are the costs for the full conversion of engine and clutch if necessary and everything else. We are around 11,700 euros for the turbo without exhaust after catback, so without catback exhaust.
But
and we have
with
installation, with tuning, with the TUV registration, everything inside, 11.7. It's for the NC Turbo 1.8, and it's 14.6 for the 2.5 liter. Hi, little interruption in this video. I just mentioned some prices for this conversion, but I made a mistake. For the 14,500 without the catback system, you do not have the different camshafts. So the version which we are showing here in the video now is the stage 2 version from us, and the stage 2 version with the camshafts is 16,500 for the moment without the catback system. So it's a bit more for sure, but it's still a great build. So yeah, just to mention that. And you have like the naturally aspirated direct responsibility.
Yeah.
It's just great. The car accelerates so torquey and strong, but it's also revvy and going to high RPMs is just driving so well. So it's for me the most surprising conversion of the last few months, I would say. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, naturally aspirated. I drove some NCs with camshafts and exhaust and tuning, 2 liters, yes. And it was like, okay, feels a bit stronger than before, feels nice, okay, cool. And I thought like this would be like a little bit more, but it's quite a big difference, I would say. Yeah. Because I did not expect to have this pushing of the car in that low RPM at 3,280 Newton meters of torque. It's just crazy. It's driving so well. Love that. So enough of my emotion, I would say. So you get now an idea of the sound, and after that we have a look into the engine bay. So see you soon. So there we are, you just got an idea of the sound, and now we have a look into the engine bay. Looks pretty stock. For sure you see the wrapped header, exhaust header, and you also see the shiny intake header from Gieselwerks. You can also add, order it in another color or black or whatever. You see our catch can, which we normally use for bigger conversions or different engine setups. And yeah, looks like pretty stock, I would say.
Yeah,
Fits there
even
very
stock
well.
Airbox.
Yeah, stock airbox. We adapted it with a little silicone hose. We just had to like a bit locate the airbox itself a bit up, just to get the right angle here, and that's it. So I would say a pretty clean engine bay. You got an idea of the swap. You got an idea of my emotions while driving. Just a really, really nice conversion. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you have questions, just leave a comment under the video or write us an email or just call us. And I would say we see us in the next video. Bye.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.